Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be discussing today? Manipur's Naga body protest against Myanmar's border fencing. Now one of the important issues that is happening right now is, see, as of now the northeast is facing a lot of uncertainties. Uncertainties as in not because of situations prevailing within our country, but the situations which are happening in our neighborhood which is causing a spillover into our country. Meaning what? Let's just for a moment see how our eastern neighbors are. Our two immediate eastern neighbors are Bangladesh and Myanmar. Myanmar has entered into the 5th year of its civil war. Bangladesh has had so much political unrest that it has entered into interim government under Muhammad Yunus. Now this interim government or protector government under Muhammad Yunus is largely taking the side of your Pakistan and pro-China stance. With this, Muhammad Yunus has time and again showcased that Northeast is dependent on Bangladesh. Now this is a very reckless statement to be made. And because of this, lot of humanitarian violence is also happening, a lot of cross-border terrorism stances are also happening, and also this could lead to a lot of illegal drugs, arms, etc. coming into the country. So all this is causing a spillover. Now this might be happening in Bangladesh, this might be happening in Myanmar, but these are creating a spillover into our country, and this is disrupting our peace. Now, if you are someone who likes the national news, international news, global geopolitical perspectives, then you have to subscribe to Legacy IAS Academy channel so as to you will be getting constant updates. Has held that the talks between us and Government of India has broken down, and because of this we are going to showcase our dissatisfaction with the central government in the form of a non-cooperation. Now you know what the concept of non-cooperation is, right? This is something that we have witnessed in our freedom struggle also. We are not going to cooperate with the government unless and until they heed to our demands or a middle ground is met. Okay, so this is what your UNC has started. To give more specifics into this context, UNC had started a talks with a center in New Delhi, which was around 26th August, just the previous month. In between, the talks broke down on the main important issue of cancelling of your let's say your free regime movement. Okay, your free movement regime was cancelled. As a, let's say, showcase of your angst against this particular issue, your UNC has started a concept of trade embargo. Understanding, which means it is like a commercial ban or you are putting on things. Okay, this is largely seen during your protests, where one party feels like until and unless the other party comes to the negotiation, then we will make sure this thing will continue. How your UNC has started? It has started a trade embargo. Okay. Now, what are the key issues in this? First and foremost, your UNC has pointed out there is a lot of border fencing between India and Myanmar, which share a boundary of 1643 kilometers. Another main issue that they have found is that recently your Ministry of Home Affairs has said that we are scraping FMR, that is free movement regime, which ended in February 2024. One of the things, what is it between your free movement regime? Free movement regime means within a specified number of kilometers, the people between both India and Myanmar could travel without visas. The same thing they have been doing since 1950. Now I told you certain kilometers. How much exactly is this certain kilometers? In a period of 1950, initially it was access to 40 kilometers. They could travel from this side to that side of the border, India and Myanmar, without visas. In 2004, it was further reduced to 16 kilometers. Up until very recently, they reduced to 10 kilometers, so much so that in 2024, they completely took out that free movement regime itself. Why did the government do this? First of all, it is telling because we are trying to curb illegal immigration. And second thing is there is large amount of smuggling of drugs and arms trafficking that is happening into the region. So we are trying to cut this down. Another important reason, look at this, is because of the porous borders, there is a lot of militant activities happening, and we are putting a check on that. Now, before we enter as to how the Nagas are feeling about this, if you are someone who wants to kickstart your UPSC civil service preparation, then look no further, you have found the right spot with Legacy IAS Academy, which maintains its batch strength at 40 members per limit, and also we make sure there is free let's say free access to your educators one-on-one mentorship, your daily mains answer writing challenge, prelims mock test series, interview mock panels, 360-degree holistic current affairs analysis. At the same point of time, we conduct our classes in both online as well as offline medium. For those of you who are working professionals or students, we also conduct our classes in the weekends batches. For more information, you can check out Legacy IAS Academy website or call the number given below. If you want to see how the classes work for yourself, then you can schedule a demo class either online or offline. Okay, let's get back to the topic. Now coming back to the Nagas, what is their opposition on this? First and foremost, they are calling this boundary between India and Myanmar is an imaginary boundary, especially because whatever we are calling as Naga homeland, that is spread over 3 states of your Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Myanmar is Naga homeland. You cannot strictly remove or divide between us. With you scraping the FMR, it is almost like we are cut off from our eastern part of our clan, that is our society. So this would create a split in the Naga community, and they are telling that in the Naga homeland concept there is no such thing called as India-Myanmar boundary. So what is your UNC demands? First and foremost, it is asking for land rights recognition, which they have been telling that you have to recognize Naga homeland, which spans over these 3 states as well as Myanmar. Second thing is, this so-called concept of fencing is nothing but a declaration of war on Nagas, because you are cutting us off from our culture. And second thing is, even before you do any such sort of things with regarding to fencing or scraping of these FMR policies, you have to have Naga consent. And if you see the ethnic angle from this, see, there is a shared heritage that is with respect to your India and Myanmar, especially with respect to the tribals. There is also a good amount of cultural bonds. Now with the ending or severing of FMR, this would mean that the community, especially the western and eastern community, gets separated, and the family connections which are spread around the borders are also getting affected. So they are telling unless and until a solution is reached to this, we will be undergoing, or we will take place the first stage of non-cooperation in the name of trade embargo. Now if you see what are the possible main questions that can come from this, look at this. The scraping of the free movement regime and border fencing along the Indo-Myanmar raises both security concerns as well as ethnic concerns. Analyze. So here, because they have asked as security concerns and ethnic concerns, first you will discuss ethnic concerns, then you will discuss security concerns, and you will see from both UNC perspective as well as your Government of India perspective. Understanding? With this, we come to the end of the topic. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.